Graphing in standard form. So we've really been focused on graphing in vertex form. This is our vertex form. But now we want to know how to make a graph in standard form as well. So with the vertex form, we make our table of values, we identify our transformations, and we apply those transformations to our table of values. We have a different approach for standard form because we're given a different piece of information from the beginning. In standard form, we have values for A, B, and C. The C value is actually our Y-intercept. So we want to use that when graphing in standard form. What we're also going to do is identify the vertex. And how we're going to identify the vertex is by using our equation for the axis of symmetry. If you remember, the axis of symmetry is a vertical line that goes right through the center of our quadratic. And if it goes through the center of our quadratic, it's really going through the x value of the vertex. So if we can find the x value of the vertex, then we can find the vertex, which will help us graph. So the axis of symmetry is defined by negative b over 2a. What we're going to do is we're going to replace that x with our h because we want to be specific in understanding that the h value is really representing the x value of the vertex. So we're going to use the axis of symmetry to find the vertex. And our y-intercept again is just c. So let's look at an example. We're given y is equal to 2x squared minus x minus 4. We're going to graph using the vertex and the y-intercept. Let's first identify our a, b, and c value. A is always paired with x squared, so it's 2. B is always paired with x, so in this case it's -1. And c is our constant. Voila, we've already found our y-intercept. Now let's find the vertex. We'll use our axis of symmetry. So negative b over 2a. We'll plug in -1. So we have -1 over 2 times 2. So we end up getting 1/4. So what we found is that the x value of the vertex is 1/4. So how are we going to find the y value? What we're going to do is we're going to plug in 1/4 into our equation to solve for y. So I'm going to rewrite the equation, and instead of x, I'm going to put 1/4. Remember, we can always find y values by plugging in x values into the equation and simplifying. Don't forget your order of operations. This will end up, we square the numerator, so we get 1, we square the denominator, and we get 16. Now we get to work with some fractions. So we have 1/8 minus 1/4 minus 4. If we have a common denominator, we end up getting -33 over 8. So our vertex is 1/4 and -33 over 8. And yes, we want to leave that in an improper fraction. Now we want to graph. So we're going to graph the vertex and the y-intercept. So the y-intercept is 0, -4. Our vertex is 1/4, So 1/4, and I guess it's -4 and 1/8. Kind of hard to do. Then we just want to make sure that it opens up. Right now, we're not going to focus on any other key features. We will be learning how to find those x-intercepts at another time. At this point in time, we just want to make sure that we have the vertex and the y-intercept and that it's opening in the right direction. How I knew that it was opening up is that our a value is positive, and since our a value is positive, then that means that there's no reflection, which makes it open down.